For all my team coins, check out thefootshop.com, their link is in the description below, and for a discount on your coins, use Nepo at checkout. What's up guys, NepentheZ here, and welcome to an in-form Shaqiri striker review. Of course, his in-form card comes naturally as a cam. You guys may or may not remember, I did a 7 chem OP Shaqiri, or I actually did him as the cheap Robben. And I actually said Robben is the expensive Shaqiri because the right wing or right mid Shaqiri at striker was phenomenal. Like one of the best strikers I've used. Of course, he's got high pace, he's got good dribbling, good passing, good shooting, okay physicals. You would you expect him to play pretty well anyway. He's also got 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. The fact that this inform card has better stats and is in the natural striker position, I was expecting unbelievable things from this card. However, I was left disappointed. Of course, I'm comparing him to his right wing at striker card. He did manage to score 11 goals and get 5 assists for me in 5 games, which is good. You know, it's a good return. Considering as well, he actually only scored in 3 of the 5 games played because, again, like with a lot of videos that I put out, rage quits happen often in this game. When I go 1 or 2-0 up early on and Shaqiri hasn't scored, you know, sometimes one of these games that he didn't score in, it was actually like 3-0 after like 13 minutes and Loic Garemi had scored all 3 goals. And Shaqiri didn't get a goal. He might have got 2 or 3 assists in those games, but he didn't get any goals in those games, and it's quite disappointing that people rage quit because it stops me from getting. You know, I potentially could have scored 15, maybe 18 goals with Shaqiri as the striker, which is a cracking return. You know, for 5 games, it really is. But he felt so slow, so sluggish for a guy with 89 pace, for a guy with 93 acceleration. He felt so slow and he just got bullied off the ball. He has really good stats, like really good stats for what you want, you know. 93 acceleration, 92 agility, 96 balance, 85 sprint speed, 75 strength, which for a striker is very, very good. 86 ball control, 88 dribbling. He's got, you know, incredible long shots, 85 long shots, 88 shot power. And I just could not feel comfortable with this guy at striker. When I tweeted out time to test out this beast and I showed a picture of him, some guy tweeted me back and said he's wasted at striker. And I thought to myself, you obviously just never tried him at striker. You know, you've never played with Shaqiri. You don't know what Shaqiri's about. You don't know what the cheap Robben is going to do to defenses. He's going to destroy defenses. After playing with Shaqiri, I can't help but think, you know what, he was right. Shaqiri is wasted at striker. Play him as a cam, play him as a centre midfield, because he'll do a much better job for you than he will at striker. Because for me especially, he just did not feel very good. He felt uncomfortable to use. He was slow and sluggish off the ball. His control was poor. Like, I missed so many chances. You know how easy it is to score in FIFA this year, right? You can run through defences, you get one-on-one with a keeper, and you just tap it around him at the near post. Sometimes you could drill it at the far post. Shaqiri missed these chances so many times. I probably could have scored another 10 goals with him if he put away the easy chances. And yeah, it's a video game. They don't know about what goes on in the rest of the game compared to this game. So it was probably me that was making the mistakes. Maybe I was expecting too much out of Shaqiri. But for the most part, he was so bad in front of goal. You know, again, I know he scored 11 goals in 5 games, and that's a really good return, especially when it's coupled with the 5 assists. But for the most part, I was actually really disappointed in his finishing. I was disappointed in his pace and his power. I was disappointed in his positioning. His positioning was fucking terrible, like genuinely terrible. He would never ever be up front. He's playing as a striker. He was always sitting deep in that cam spot or that centre forward spot, and that's not where I like my strikers to be. I like my strikers to be high, you know, high up the field. And considering he has high medium work rates, I thought he would have been better positioned, and his positioning stat as well is 82, so he really should have been in better positions. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. He wasn't in good positions, and he really let me down many times in this game. For the 290,000 you'll pay for him, basically 300,000 on either console, I actually highly recommend spending that money on the right forward version and playing that guy as striker, because he's going to do just as good a job for you. Yeah, Shaqiri was still good. He was still fun to play with. He's got good skill moves. He's got a strong weak foot. He's got a deadly shot. Like, that shot was really nice across the keeper. I scored goals with him. He's still going to do you a job. But for the coins that you're going to pay for him, is he really worth 300,000 coins? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He does have some traits. He's got the flair trait, the long shot trait, the speed dribbler trait, the dribbler specialty, and the acrobat specialty. And I just couldn't feel them this time around. You know, it's very rare. I've still given him a 5-star rating, by the way, guys, because how can you not give someone who scores 11 goals in 5 games and gets 5 assists a 5-star rating? Like, that's still a crazy good return, you know, a crazy good return. But ultimately, I was really disappointed with him. Like, you'd be just as good buying Aubameyang in form, who I'm just about to check his price right now. So Aubameyang in form is 240,000 on Xbox, and 400,000 on PlayStation. Shaqiri right now is about 300,000 on each console. I would much prefer Aubameyang up front. I don't think it's worth paying the coins for Shaqiri. I paid 279 for him, I think, 276, something like that. And I just don't think he's worth those coins when you can get Aubameyang instead, or you can play the regular Shaqiri out of position at striker and get a much better return on your investment. He was good to play with. He was fun to play with. He's not the sort of striker I thought he was. I thought he was going to be an absolute machine. I thought I would genuinely score like 15 to 20 goals of him in 5 games, and it just wasn't the case. It was very difficult to play with him. I had to force myself. You know, when I had the ball with him, I was forcing the ball to him. I was forcing things a bit too much. Maybe that's my fault, forcing things a bit too much. But in general, he felt a bit uncomfortable to play with and not my cup of tea. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.